Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Inhale. Do you smell it? Doesn't smell good. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, I hope you're all doing well. Guys, I told you, Mercato is crazy. You go from one day dancing, jumping in the air with a smile from here until behind your ears to the other day when you're crying. Because yes, what I'm reading online is making me cry. We are speaking about my boy, Matthijs de Ligt. I was probably the first one to be able to write his name correctly. 3 years later, there are still people that are writing Matthijs de Ligt. And probably that's the reason why he's maybe thinking to leave Juventus. We have to speak about Matthijs because a lot of people are speaking about Matthijs, and especially the Blues. This time another team that is wearing the blue colors are annoying me. We are not speaking about the Nerazzurri, Inter, but we are speaking about the other team, Chelsea. Mamma mia. I understand that they lost for free Rudiger, that didn't even come to Juventus, that they lost Christensen for free. I understand all that, but do you have to come on my channel, in my club, to break my balls about Matthijs de Ligt? No, because this is annoying. I understand them. They are totally correct. Tuchel is correct. Tuchel, if he's asking for Rabiot, I love Thomas Tuchel. If he's asking for Matthijs de Ligt, it's another story. For all the Chelsea fans that are watching that video, guys, I'm happy for you, for whatever, for the Champions League, for the title with Antonio Conte, for everything. But please, stay away from my son. Guys, I'm in love with Anneke, with the girlfriend. What are you doing? Now, let's speaking a bit rational. Instead of speaking about emotion, we have to speak about what is really happening. Matthijs de Ligt, 3 seasons at Juventus, 117 games, 80 goals with Juventus. We all remember his first goal versus Torino. The guy won 1 Scudetto, 1 Supercoppa, and 1 Coppa Italia. That's important to remember because he already won in 3 different years. He already won everything that was able to win in the domestic league in Italy. The Italian trophies, he already has them. What he's missing, it's the big one, the one with the big ears. We have to speak about the 3 points why de Ligt came to Juventus, because maybe there we have an answer. I tell you the situation today. Matthijs de Ligt, he came from Ajax for 85 million euro that we found an agreement with Ajax to pay over 5 years. A bit. With Ajax, 85 million years. Record transfer for a defender, big, great defender, but super young, 19 years old. At the time when he was about to come, he had a lot of clubs on him. Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain. He has chosen Juve. Why? We will go back on that one. Why he has chosen Juve? At the moment, he has 5 years of contract. 2 are remaining. He has a clause that has been activated from this year. He's the only player at Juventus with a clause, 120 million from this year. Whatever club that is coming to de Ligt's door, not even to Juve's door, but to de Ligt's door that is knocking and saying, we are ready to pay 120 million. Sorry. Are you ready to come to us? If he says yes, Juventus can't say any word. They have to leave him for free. That's the danger of a clause. Of course, you are protecting yourself, cashing in a lot, because 120 million is a lot of money. That's one thing. Now, Juventus wants to renew. Important to understand the will of Juventus before starting to criticize the management. Juventus really wants to renew the boy. The first objective of Juventus is to renew him. If today we are stagnating in Mercato, if today we are not able to move with center defenders because we already missed one, because we need to replace Chiellini, probably it's because we need as a priority to renew de Ligt. And this is the priority of Juve. Whatever it costs, we want to continue with him. Same salary for 2 years. We want to lower that clause No, I'm sorry. We want to delete that clause so that we are really secure and that we can build on the 22 years old Dutchman from Amsterdam, or nearly to Amsterdam, in Netherlands. That's what Juventus wants to do. They believe in him in the future. They want to give him the captain bond Immediately they want to give him a leading role in the defense, being the leader of that defense, like he already had to be in this season. That's what Juventus wants to do with De Ligt. So Juventus is not to blame on that. But the problem is now De Ligt that is not sure to accept according to the rumors. Why? Because he came for three things. That's what I was saying previously. The first one was to complete himself as the best center back of the world, to learn for the Italian school, to learn from Giorgio Chiellini, to learn from Bonucci. That's why he came to Juve. Can we say that after 3 years, good or bad, his scholarship has ended in terms of what he had to learn? He was trained by Sarri, he was trained by Pirlo, he has been trained by Allegri. Why he came for before Allegri leaving? Scholarship has been ended. He came to be a first sub of Chiellini and Bonucci, but with the big injury after match day 1 of Chiellini, he has to step up. So from a leader at Ajax with the captain band, with already warming up all the people in the stands, he wanted to continue to become a leader not only in domestic, in national ground in the Netherlands, but also internationally. After the first game, he already had to step up. He received a lot of criticism from all the fans, from the media, because he made a lot of mistakes in the beginning. 19 years old, being center back of a team that had already won 8 Scudetti in a row, he had to be a kind of leader, stepping up, receiving all this criticism and becoming strong. Is his scholarship of becoming an international leader ready? Yes, it is. Then we come to the third point that is probably a crucial one. He came pre-COVID after Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo was the first piece to continue to compete with teams like Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona, to these big European teams. Juventus was there. They wanted to continue to compete with these big players. We started with Ronaldo, we continued with De Ligt. We wanted to continue with big midfielders like Romano was saying, Paul Pogba, that is arriving now in 2022, had to arrive already in 2019. COVID happened and the project Juve, the glory, the winning project, not only domestically but also internationally, collapsed of Juve. Lot of losses in terms of finances. We know, we are a Juve channel, we know everything what happened at Juve. And probably De Ligt now he says, I love the city of Torino. I love the black and white colors. I don't want to leave. I am open to talk about renewals, but I need a bit of security. So that means that if I renew, I want to lower that clause of 60 and 70 million maybe, so that I'm sure that maybe if Juventus is not able in a really fast moment to go back to the glory days and showing that they are able to compete also internationally, it's easier for a club to buy me next year with a clause without even negotiating with Juve. I understand, we already spoke about that after his words in the national Dutch paper. You remember a few weeks ago or even a few days ago, we already spoke about that. I totally understand a young guy that is ambitious, absolutely, because we have to be honest, Serie A is Serie A today. Premier League is Premier League. If you go to Chelsea, you are not sure that you are able to win the Premier League, but you are in Premier League. We have to be honest, it's the most attractive league at the moment. They also have unlimited budget. Juventus, they are hitting the roof with 8 million salary to the league. They are not able to give him 10, 12, maybe even 15, like we are hearing some rumors from Chelsea to De Ligt. That's a problem. Yesterday, Pimenta, agent of Pogba, was in Milano in the offices of Juve. They spoke really well about Pogba. It was missing a signature, but they also spoke about De Ligt. And the rumors that came out of that meeting were not that great, not positive. They were saying yesterday that we didn't go ahead, we didn't go backwards. We stagnated and stayed at the same points. Juventus wants a signal from De Ligt. Today we are hearing other things, like Romeo Agresti is reporting that Chelsea contacted immediately Juventus to ask information to understand the feasibility of De Ligt to Chelsea. Juventus, I told you and I will repeat you, they really don't want to leave De Ligt. And they want to renew him, they want to make him the center of the project if we are speaking about the defensive line. But Juventus, they also know that they can't keep a De Ligt that is not 100% sure of renewing, because if this year you can cash in 120 of the clause, or maybe negotiating you can go to 90, 95, 100 million, that would be a lot of money, unexpected, not planned, but a lot of money. Of course, next year with one more year of contract, it will go down and drop immediately to 60, 55 million. Losing 40 million for a player that you know that probably will leave in 1 year could be dramatic for Juventus. So Juventus is saying to the guy, boy, we love you, we want to continue with you, but we need a sign from you. Give that, take that clause away, and we are there for a winning, beautiful project. But show us a sign. If not, we have to talk about it, because then we can't take the risk of losing 50 million, like we did, for example, with Alexandro some years ago. Because of saying no to Chelsea, we lost a lot of money on Alexandro, and then we saw the performance is going down so much. Disaster. And this is what Juventus is doing. There is probably also a tactical point of view, one of the last points, and we are rounding up the video. Bonucci and Chiellini. I love Bonucci, I love Chiellini, but are they really compatible? Because both of them, they love to play in a four-man defense on the right side of the field. De Ligt, every time that Bonucci is playing, is adapting himself on the left. So we were already thinking about Koulibaly joining De Ligt with Bonucci on the bench. But if Koulibaly is not joining, if we don't have the money to negotiate with De Laurentiis, you have again a De Ligt Bonucci. Is that the perfect duo in Serie A? I am not sure. So what is my point of view? And that's the recap of my own opinion. I would do everything to keep Matthijs de Ligt. Everything. Because he's probably one of my favorite ones in the team. Together with Federico Chiesa, Locatelli, Vlahovic. But de Ligt is one of my favorite players. I have a signed shirt of him. I have the other shirt here. So I have 2 shirts of de Ligt. And you know that when I'm starting to buy more from the same player, it means that he's here in my heart. But seriously, if he can't give us guarantee from loving and dreaming about him becoming a captain, probably it's correct to lose him. Guys, we all asked Juventus to move on the mercato because we were sleeping in the month of June. If we have to move to sell players, and what players, because we are speaking about Matthijs de Ligt, I preferred when we were sleepy, to be honest, between you and between me. Disaster, guys. Inhale, it doesn't smell good. It doesn't smell good, guys. I don't know what will happen with De Ligt. I pray, I hope we will keep the boy. I will understand if it's not the case. Today, I feel that the opportunity to see him somewhere else can be. Let me know your opinion. Maximum of like. No edits, just talks, opinions. Maximum of like. We start. No, we start. No, we don't start. We say grazie. I'm frustrated, guys. I am confused. De Ligt, I'm crying. Grazie, forza. Juve.